It's Chris with CrossFit Bridge City. I'm here to talk a little bit about some shoulder issues. So we talked the last 3 times about back issues. A lot of times shoulder issues prevent people from doing things like pressing barbell or weight overhead, or because their shoulders are in pain, they don't want to start an exercise program. So we do a 3-day assessment where we go in and we test all your joints and range of motion, and shoulder is one of the entire days. So I'm going to demo what it looks like to have some limited shoulder range of motion, and I'm going to show 2 drills that help solve that. So here's a test to see if you have limited shoulder range of motion. You're going to come down to the floor, set up with your rear end up against a wall, spread your legs about 30 degrees, and then all you're going to do is take a PVC pipe or a broomstick out of your shoulders with an underhanded or supinated grip. Once you have that, you're going to keep your elbows locked out, shoulder and butt are going to touch the wall, and then you're slowly going to start cranking back, cranking back, cranking back, cranking back. And when you feel your elbows either start bending or your shoulders or butt needs to come off the wall, that's about the point where you found your limit. So if you take a look at that, I'm still, foot and a half away from touching the wall. So I have some limited overhead range of motion. Here's 2 drills that help solve it. So drill 1, you want to work on your lats. A lot of times lats get tight from sitting at a desk in a chair, and it makes it really hard to get a barbell over your head or a weight or a dumbbell. It causes shoulder pain in general. Get a foam roller, lay it across your lats, lay on the floor, knees bent. You're going to take your arm and you're going to put it as high as you can get it, and then you're just going to find a spot just below your shoulder and roll back and forward. So I'm going across those little fibers, loosening everything up, opening up those lats so that the tissue will slide a little bit better, and my overhead mobility will be improved. Once I do about 10 passes, I'm going to take that roller, move it down another inch or 2, and I'm going to do 10 more passes. Once again, loosening up those big muscles in that tissue in your mid-back. A lot of times shoulder pain, you'd think it comes from the shoulder, but it's other muscles surrounding it that are tight. So now I've done my 10 and 10 on my passes. I'm going to come up, and the next one, all you're going to need is a wall. So I'm going to set up on my wall here. I'm going to put my hands about shoulder width apart, and they're going to be about shoulder height. Then I'm going to reach back, push my hips back with my feet underneath my hips, and I'm going to open up my T-spine. Your T-spine's that upper back, below your neck, and above the middle of your back. And all those little vertebrae, I'm going to work on just extending them, taking deep breaths, thinking about my chest sinking into the floor. So I'm going to take about 3 or 4 more. And then we're going to do what we always do here at the gym. So when we have somebody come in with shoulder pain or limited range of motion, we test it beforehand, and then we retest it to see if we get any improvement, right? Any measurable improvement. So if these stretches, these combinations work well, then I should be able to get the PVC pipe a little bit farther back towards the wall. So same setup as before, butt up against the wall, shoulders against the wall, legs spread about 30 degrees, underhanded grip or supinated grip, elbows locked out, and then I'm just going to start working back. And you can see I can get a little farther back before I find that in range that I had before. Now, if I would have worked my left side too, it'd probably go back even more. But you can see just with about 2 or 3 minutes worth of work there, I got a huge improvement on my range of motion. So the big message we're trying to send out as trainers is, if you have shoulder pain, if you have back pain, knee, hip, whatever it is, there's usually drills that can be done to help mitigate that pain. So if you want to see a professional coach that can help you with that, give us a call. Our number is 409-673-4795, or come by the gym. We're at 300 East Round Bunch in Bridge City. We'd love to see you.